It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
For the first time since 2012, the Notre Dame Irish travel to face the Iron Mikes of Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy, and we'll have that coverage for you next here on WBCB. Tonight's game on the WBCB Sports Network is brought to you by the Capital Health System, Haldeman Ford Subaru, the Revere Restaurant, Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Team Toyota, Notre Dame High School, the Italian People's Bakery, Trenton Catholic Academy, the Trentonian, Hyundai of Trenton, Jammer Doors and Windows, and Mako of Ewing, all proud to bring you tonight's coverage here on the WBCB Sports Network. Alongside the Mercer County Hall of Famer, my name is Rich Fisher. My name is Mike Warren. Good to be with you tonight, and good to welcome Fish into our Trentonian pregame festivities as always. Fish, you said it earlier today in your Facebook post, for the first time since 2012, these teams meet off. They faced in the Mercer County tournament a handful of times, but a regular season meeting on the line for the first time in 11 years. Pretty impressive stuff and pretty exciting stuff when you think about it.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, there's two parochial schools in Mercer County, and these are the two schools, and until we get to the state tournament, then they're called non-public schools, but right now they're parochial schools, and they have first meeting since December 16th, 2012. TCA took a 51-39 win that year over an Irish team that would go 25-4 and win the Mercer County tournament. And as you said, they played each other since then in the Mercer County tournament, most recently in the 2019 semifinals, won by TCA. The Irish 9-5, coming off an 8-point loss to Nottingham, and they were missing a few players, which, we talked to Coach Tim Stevens about Steisher Mathalier, and am I saying his name right?
Steisher Mathalier.
Steisher Mathalier, okay. Steisher Mathalier. They were without him. They were also without a few other people. Steisher will be back tonight, and we talked to Tim about that. But they will be missing Luke Foley, who wasn't in school today. They'll be missing John Merloose for the second straight game. And he's kind of a three-point threat for them. And they're also missing Leon Kilcommons, who is the backup for Steisher Mathalier.
Right.
So we didn't really talk about that on the interview. I found that out after we got done talking on tape. But so they got some holes to fill. But with Steisher Mathalier, you got a lot to contend with there. You also have the three-point shooting of Donovan Cottrell, Jake Croce, and Chris Vallejos. Merlees can hit three, but he's not in. Iron Mike's 2-7. They're enduring their roughest season in a long time after losing a plethora of transfers in the offseason. Eric Elliott now is in his second year as a head coach. He's trying to find that right combination to go on a run, and the Mikes are coming off of a high note. They're coming off an 83-69 overtime win at Doane Academy. Tyler Hammond's got 28 in that one. Bryson Whitfield, 23. Whitfield's the team's top scorer at 17.5 a game, and both he and Hammond are threats from the outside. They have a combined 27 three-pointers. They just got to stop Mathalier, who's having a player of the year type of season, averaging 16.4 points and 7.3 rebounds. So anyway, we talked to Tim Stevens and Eric Elliott just a few minutes ago, and here's what they have to say about tonight's game.
All right, we're here with first-year Irish coach Tim Stevens. And Tim, first of all, just let us know what's going on with Steisher Mathalier. I saw he didn't play in their loss the other night. Was he hurt, or what's happening?
He was out of school for a couple days. He's back in school today, so we'll see what he gives us tonight.
Okay, yeah, you will have him back because losing that guy. Just tell us about the season he's been having for you this year.
I mean, he presents such a matchup problem for most teams we see, and when he's calm and patient around the basket, it's quite a pleasure to watch him play. He's gotten so much better over the last year, and he continues to grow and is a big piece of what we do.
Yeah, because I remember talking to Rich Roach last year about him, and he was a work in progress. And I'm guessing he's still a little bit of a work in progress, but is he a lot more polished than he was last year?
Absolutely. He's still got a lot of growing to do, but he's put in so much time, in the off season, whether it's with us or on his own at home or with his AAU program, and you can tell that it's paying off the time he's putting into the game. He's really a lot smoother around the basket, making a lot better decisions, and like I said, he just continues to grow, and it's great to see.
Hey, the team in general, what have you liked about the way they've been playing this year? Have they kind of done what you expected, or?
Yeah, on the defensive end is where we put in a huge focus in the offseason. I think we got much improved down there, and we're starting to finally put some points on the board. We just got to keep staying together, play together, play unselfish basketball, and we'll see where we're at the end of the night.
Now, Trenton Catholic, this is the first time you two are meeting in the regular season since 2012. There's been some county games in between. Right. Is it kind of cool finally that the two parochial schools in the county meet in the regular season and have it on the schedule?
Absolutely. I've been fortunate enough to coach a couple games against TCA, and it's always a fun game to be a part of. So now to be at Notre Dame and be able to have the two parochials go at it, in a regular season game, there's definitely that extra chip on, you want to be the best in Mercer County, and the chip on the shoulder of our players tonight, they want to bring it and they want to perform at the highest capabilities, and we'll see what happens.
Right. Well, when you look at them, 2-7, but there's still some talent there. They're not a 2-7 team.
There's a lot of 2-7 teams that I know that they would beat. So it's you don't go into a game looking at anybody's record. You look at the film, and they play such a tough schedule. They got a lot of talent over there. So we're going to give it our best effort, and we'll see where we're at.
Anybody that really concerns you with them, or do you just have to D up on the whole team?
I mean, it's everybody. They got players all over the court. Bryson's a kid that we definitely want to keep our eye on, know where he is at all times, but they score, different guys step up each night for them, so that's always a fear, because it's not, hey, focus on one guy and we'll be good. We got to stop them as a team.
All right, Tim Stevens, good to have you back as a head coach in the CVC. Good luck tonight.
Thanks for talking to me.
All right, thanks, bud. See you. Okay, now we're back with TCPA coach Eric Elliott, and then Eric, your team is 2-7, but I think anybody that's seen it knows it's not a 2-7 team. Are things starting to come together a little bit for these guys?
Yeah, I mean, we think so. We're definitely a work in progress, but, we're definitely getting better every day, and that's been our goal since the start of the season. So I'm looking forward for our guys to come out here and compete and play hard, and, I'm looking forward to this matchup. Notre Dame's a great team, well coached, so we're excited.
Yeah, it's funny. This is the first meeting between you two in the regular season in 10 years. Do you think that's kind of good? I mean, this can be a rivalry, two parochial schools in Mercer. You happy to see this back on the schedule?
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, we haven't played them in a while, especially regular season.
Right.
But talking to coach, definitely want to try to make this every year occurrence and do a home and home and get this rivalry up and going.
Yeah, that'd be great. I think a lot of people would like to see that. Who have been the guys to look for on your team this year? Who's been playing consistently well?
Well, I think it's our two seniors, Kale Maxey and Bryson Amos Whitfield. We go as they go. We play through them, and we expect them to do everything for us as far as score, get assists, rebound, defend. So those are definitely two of our go-to guys.
Right. Now I know Notre Dame's a little short-handed tonight, but they do have Stesh Mathalia back. How do you deal with a kid like that?
He's a great player. We're going to try to run different guys at him and, just make things difficult for him. Not let him get any catch and shoot threes and just try to be in help when he drives it.
Yeah. All right, Eric, we appreciate the time. Good luck tonight, buddy.
All right.
Thanks, Eric. Yep. Take it away, Mike.
Always good to get insight from two great coaches, two well-decorated coaches within Mercer County. And Fish, you made a great point there. This really could be a rivalry for years to come, and it could just unfold here in front of us here tonight. We're going to take a quick break here on the WBCB Sports Network. Starting lineups on the other side and jump ball when we return. You're watching high school basketball on WBCB.
Mike, who's...
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
This is Angelo Honor, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups here between the Trenton Catholic Iron Mikes and the Irish of Notre Dame. First for the visiting Irish, no starting point guard for Luke Foley tonight, typically the senior in the backcourt. It'll be Dylan Nelson and Chris Vlahos getting the start, as well as Jake Croce, Donovan Cottrell, and Steisher Methelier, the West Point commit. The 6'8" center back in the starting five after missing last contest for the Irish. Again, one more time for Notre Dame: Nelson, Vlahos, Croce, Cottrell, and Methelier. And the five for the Iron Mikes: you have Javian Cesar Jones, Rasan Washington, the junior guard, Kale Maxey, Isaiah Gore, the freshman, gets the start, and Bryson Amos Whitfield rounding out the starting five for the Iron Mikes. Again, Javian Cesar Jones, Rasan Washington, Isaiah Gore, Bryson Whitfield, and Kale Maxey, the five for the Iron Mikes. Trenton Catholic is led by head coach Eric Elliott. The Iron Mikes are 2-7 this season. And the last meeting between these two teams came back on February 19th, 2019. It was an 85-57 victory for the Iron Mikes. Trenton Catholic has won 3 of the last 4 meetings between them and the Irish. And another one here tonight from the home of the Iron Mikes. Alongside Rich Fisher, my name is Mike Warren, doing our camera work tonight. Ryan Baxter. Always good to be with you guys here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Magic Mike, you told me something I did not know. Methelier is going to West Point, huh?
He is. He's committed to Army. And,
wow.
It's very exciting for Steisher. He got the offer during the summer, committed during the summer as well.
Okay. Wow, Notre Dame is just like the West Point pipeline. A couple of baseball players going there.
Right.
You know, a couple with
Bucher.
With Bucher, and there was another guy that just went, another baseball player, and I forget who it was now, and now Methelier is going, so that's pretty cool.
Maxey and Methelier jump ball at center, hauled in by Cesar Jones, and we are underway. It's Gore to bring it up. Gets it over quickly to Washington. Nelson on Washington. High post feed inside. Right elbow extended. This is Maxey going to work on Methelier. Kick out. Outside Washington driving, kicking. Down low. Pump fake up. No good. Rebounded by Methelier. A strong move from Maxey. Just couldn't get it to go. Here's Cottrell.
Maxey's trying to show early on he's not going to be intimidated by Methelier. Going right at him.
Donovan Cottrell with Jones on him. Cottrell looking for Steischer. Gets it to him. About 16 feet away. Turn, spin, stolen. Caesar Jones on the fast break. Kicks to Washington. He'll pull it out. Iron Mikes will set up.
That's a real nice play by Caesar Jones because Methelier, when he brings the ball down low to like where the mere mortals are, they can get a swipe at it.
Steischer affecting that shot from Maxey that time, and still no scoring yet. 2 high percentage looks for the Iron Mikes, just no going for them so far. Here's Croce, the other end for the Irish. Kicking out, this is Nelson.
I'll be honest, I don't know of any shots high percentage with Methelier lurking about.
That's fair.
6'7", look at those arms.
Cottrell over to Croce. Irish working it around the perimeter now. Steischer in the high post. They don't give it to him yet. Croce deep in the right wing. He's going to look to drive. Inside. Bodies go to the floor, and a blocking foul is called. It'll go against Whitfield. First foul tonight against Bryson Whitfield.
And we are going to be a little... Do we have the clock going here on the... okay. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Special shout out to our video engineer tonight, Brianne O'Neill, doing a great job. Some scoreboard malfunction problems here at Trenton Catholic, but they brought out the backup as Vlahos launches a corner three off the inbound. No good. Brought in by the Iron Mikes. It's Washington.
Always good to have the point guard at the basketball game.
Whitfield on the drive, denied by a handful of Irish, but picking it up and turning garbage into gold is Cale Maxey for the first 2 of the night.
Yep, Maxey right there, came right back to him.
Irish trailing 2-0 to start this contest. Vlahos on the right wing, Washington pressuring him out towards midcourt. Here's Vlahos trying to make something happen, going side to side, dribbling around. Gives it to Nelson. Now Croce lets it go for 3. Too much. Brought in by the Iron Mikes. It's Caesar Jones. Caesar Jones now, left wing. Center, driving. 20-foot jumper, nothing.
Yeah, that you can see the way he just alters shots.
Irish had numbers, didn't get it up ahead to Methelier. Here's Croce driving, looking for the cutting Vlahos, didn't have him. Dylan Nelson will pull it out, he wants to reset. Now Croce, Cottrell, into Methelier, in the post, he's double teamed. Doesn't matter, goes up, and has some nice touch on that one.
That was nice. Made a couple of moves, used the pivot foot.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Couple of nice moves from Steischer, couple of post buckets to get this contest underway. Knotted up at 2s.
Yeah, he was raw last year. He's gotten a lot unraw. Nice shot.
Catch and shoot 2 that time. Knocking it down is Isaiah Gore.
Yep.
TCPA up by a bucket. Croce, high post extended. 2-man action with Methelier, too much on the pass. Gore has it. Nelson on Gore. Nelson all the way out near midcourt. Here's Caesar Jones, left wing. Washington kicking inside, trying to find Bryson Amos Whitfield. Stolen by Vlahos. It's a run out for the Irish. Vlahos doesn't have the numbers, can't get it to go. Fighting off contact that time, but great defense from Rasan Washington. It's a corner 3 for Isaiah Gore. It's good.
Trenton likes to do that, or TCPA likes to do that. Just get down the court, get a shot quick.
The Irish without their normal starting point guard in Luke Foley. It's Dylan Nelson running this offense tonight for Notre Dame.
Yeah, Dylan Nelson's going to be a key guy in this game because sooner or later they're going to apply pressure.
Here's Steischer. Maxey on him, 2-man action with Croce on the cut. Last touch by the Iron Mikes. It'll stay with Trenton Catholic, and Washington all sorts of fired up. Rasan Washington with some great defense on the cutting. Croce gets a hand on that pass. It'll be a Notre Dame inbounds as they get it into Croce. Easy look inside for 2.
Oh, real nice.
Irish trail by 3.
Yeah, Croce just sort of snuck in behind the defender. They saw him and boom.
Here's Caesar Jones giving it to Washington. Iron Mike setting up their offensive set. Here's Maxey in the corner, well beyond the arc. Gets it over to Gore. He's even further beyond the arc. Now driving, kicking out, trying to get the two-man action with Maxey. It's Washington losing it, and a blocking foul gets called on Dylan Nelson.
It'll be a first on Nelson, first on Notre Dame.
Nelson's one of the guys that Tim Stevens is very confident in terms of perimeter defense. Earlier this season when the Irish faced off against Trenton Central, it was Nelson covering Antoine Bridget for the majority of the game.
That's not easy.
Not at all. Here's Bryson Whitfield. Donovan Cottrell out on him. 20 on 20. Whitfield driving, taking Methelier to the rack. Doesn't have the touch. Croce with a board. Here's Nelson. Caesar Jones extending his pressure on him, trying to get a high post feed to Methelier inside, taking some contact. He'll go to the line for 2. 50% free throw shooter is Steisher Methelier.
They call that on Maxey?
I believe they did.
I think they did. That's another thing when you're trying to cover a talent like Methelier one-on-one. You got to worry about not only stopping him, but keeping yourself out of foul trouble.
Substitution being made here for the Iron Mikes. It's Tyler Hammond checking in for Washington. Steisher gets the second one to go. He's got 3. Cuts the deficit to 2 for the Irish.
Watch out for Tyler Hammond from the perimeter. You talk about perimeter defense. He can hit a 3.
Caesar Jones dumping it inside to Maxey. Maxey driving, muscling his way inside. Can't get it to go. Another strong take from Maxey, just missing the finish. Croce in transition, kicking corner. Cottrell lets it go and hits. Donovan Cottrell had a huge game, especially in the first half against Nottingham, their last time out. He had 13 at the half. He finished with 17 on the night. Gets his first 3 of the night here. Almost a moving screen, not called. Whitfield lets it go. Nobody on him and hits.
Yeah. Pretty shot.
Response that time from the Iron Mikes. An unhappy bench for the Irish of Notre Dame.
Number 20s both hitting 3s.
Talk about a response. That time Croce trying to feed it to Cottrell. Last touch by Notre Dame. And again, the Irish bench expecting a deflection. Officials are going to meet about this one and see. This one might get overturned. And it does.
Oh, yeah, good call,
It'll be
Mike.
Irish possession here as there was a deflection. It seemed like a rather arid pass from Croce. And Croce and Cottrell, guys that have built up chemistry with one another over the last few years. Seniors on this team. A hand getting on that pass out of bounds, and Irish will get possession back here in a sense. It's Nelson this time. 140, a little over 140 to go here in the first quarter. Irish trailing by 2. It's Croce dead on from 3. It's off.
I think Croce gave a little bit too much time to a defender to come over and bother him a little bit. If he'd have done a catch and shoot there, he might have got a more cleaner shot.
Forcing the issue on the other end is Javian Caesar Jones. He'll go to the line for 2. Or excuse me, that's Isaiah Gore. He will go to the line for 2. No, he won't.
No.
He'll inbound under the baseline. It was a blocking foul called before the shot on Jake Croce. That's Croce's first. Block inside by Croce on Jones. Transition opportunity for the Irish. No numbers. Cottrell picks up and it's turned over. Hammond, head full of steam to the cup and gets it to go. Tyler Hammond, his first deuce of the night. 12-8. Iron Mikes. Cottrell to Vlahos. He drives. Righty runner. Give it to him.
Who was that? I was looking down.
Chris Vlahos with 2.
Okay.
And it's 12-10 Iron Mikes. 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Tyler Hammond to Gore. Back to Hammond. Catch and shoot. Short. Brought in by Steisher. Croce has it now. He'll give it up to Nelson. Chance for the last shot here for the Irish. A little over 30 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they'll run down the clock or not. Probably will, but.
Here's Steisher. Maxey on him, kicking out. Nelson, baseline drive, kicks. Beautiful pass to Steischer, can't get it to go. Maxey with a rebound.
Steischer frustrated with himself on that one.
Hammond, 13 seconds in the first quarter. Last shot here for the Iron Mikes. Tyler Hammond with Chris Vlahos all the way out on him. Here's Hammond, driving, kicking. It's Maxey, out one more time. Whitfield at the buzzer, yes!
Oh, man, he must have let that go right when the clock struck midnight.
And the Irish bench is elated as the refs on the court say the shot will count. They're going to confer over this one.
Yeah, that looked a little close to me.
No basket.
Yeah.
No basket is called. It'll stay 12-10 after 1 quarter of play as a controversial call that could be costly in this one. Whole lot of action in 1 quarter there, Rich Fisher.
I don't know if it's that controversial. I didn't think he got it off. That's why I said he must have just got it off right when the clock hit midnight, because it looked like the clock was done, and then he shot it a split mini-second later. But I didn't see Eric Elliott putting up much of a fight about it.
You did see the Irish bench putting up a whole lot of fight about it.
Well, yeah, because I think they knew they were in the right. I think Eric thought he got one there. So, you know.
After 1 quarter of play, Irish trailing 12-10. TCPA on top. We'll take a quick break and more high school basketball on the other side. We'll be right back. Quarter number 2 officially underway. Irish trailing 12-10 here to TCPA. Dylan Nelson will get us going. He drives, kicks to baseline. Vlahos right hand, won't go.
Shouldn't they be getting that net down?
The net is caught in an awkward position on the Irish basket. Here's Maxey forcing the issue. He's denied by Mathelier, but a foul is called.
Usually they stop play and throw the ball up and get the net to come down to normal. I don't know how much that affects a guy's shot or not. But it's bothering me because it's right in front of me. Who
Trenton,
that foul on?
The foul was on Steischer.
Okay. His first.
Send Cale Maxey to the line. An unkind roll that time for Maxey. Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy, located on a beautiful campus in Hamilton Township, offers an affordable Catholic education, providing outstanding academics in a safe environment where every student can strive and succeed. Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy is for pre-K through 12th grade and is leading the way with first-rate robotics and STEM education and developing championship sports teams in first-class facilities. To learn more, visit TrentonCatholicPrep.org. Maxey hits the second, extends the lead to 3 for the Iron Mikes. It's Vlahos on the other end for the Irish. Kicks out to Jake Croce. Croce now to Nelson. Gore on him. Nelson with the freshman Gore on him. Gives it to Cottrell. He rolls, kicks, inside. Steischer down low to Croce. Turnaround, won't roll. Up ahead, pass, outlet to Gore. Floats it up, won't go. Batted out, Gore gets it back. Thought about a 3, gives it to Hammond. His 3 rims out. Steischer with a board.
I think this game's being played at Notre Dame's pace. It's kind of a slower down game.
Here's Steischer, low block on Maxey. Turnaround right hook is good.
Steischer looked like he's like, I've had it here.
He's got 5. Irish trail by 1. Here's Washington trying to take Vlahos. Pulls out, now drives, 2-man action, batted out by Mathelier. Iron Mikes get it back. And down on the ground in pain is Donovan Cottrell. Play continues, a corner 3 hit by Isaiah Gore. And medical staff going to be needed for Donovan Cottrell, who's down in pain. Isaiah Gore hits the 3. And that gives him 8 so far in this one. The freshman taking advantage of valuable starting minutes here tonight, as the Irish in jeopardy of losing another key piece here, as Donovan Cottrell helped up to his feet, walking off with some assistance, but seems to be walking rather gingerly.
Yeah, that's all they need is to lose another guy. Holy cow. You talk about a team being snake bit.
And it's not necessarily by injuries. It's really the sick bug that's got him of late.
Yeah, guys working
The injury
school.
problem hasn't really been that big of an issue, but now, as you dig deeper into the season, rolled ankles, those type of things start to be a little bit more common, and seems like that might be the case for Cottrell. We don't want to speculate too much, as he's getting attended to here by the medical staff at Trenton Catholic. Hopefully he's able to return for this one.
Carter
Irish
Louderback coming in to take his place.
The senior Louderback had some big minutes against Nottingham the other night. Irish trailing by 4. Here's Nelson, 2-man action with Steesher. He pulls it out. Steesher was wide open, but they didn't see him. Now they get it to him. Maxey on him. They kick it back. Nelson's going to drive. Reverse layup. It won't go. Batted out. And up here towards us.
Hitting the point guard's computer and everything else. Did the picture shake?
Got the computer a little bit, but unfazed.
And the point guard hung right in there, too. She was ready to protect her apparatus.
Iron Mike's possession.
Ready to take the charge.
Washington comes back into the ball game. Here's Hammond. Perimeter weave for the Iron Mikes. It's a 3 for Hammond, and he hits. No, it's a 2, excuse me.
Well, that weave worked well. Got on the quick pop and stop and shot.
4 for Hammond. 6-point advantage for the Iron Mikes.
Biggest lead of the game.
Whitfield on Croce. Now it's Louderback forcing the issue. Kicking. Nelson driving baseline. Here's Steesher. Can't handle it. It's loose. And a foul gets called on the floor. Iron Mike's players wanted a jump ball. It'll be Irish ball underneath their own basket. Nelson to inbound. Here's Vlahos. Washington on Vlahos. Aggressive defense on him. And a travel gets called on Vlahos.
Yeah, it looks like he got the ball and took a step or two before he bounced it.
Turnover will send things back with the Iron Mikes.
Been a pretty good game turnover-wise. Pretty clean game. Notre Dame, that's their 5th. And Trenton Catholic just has 2.
Here's Caesar Jones. Under 5 to go in the first half. Hammond with Nelson on him. Couple of big hits from about 18 feet out for Hammond in this one. Jones. Nelson on Hammond. Whitfield for 3. Rims out. Croce all the way up ahead. A pass from Vlahos. He can't handle it. It's loose, and the Iron Mikes get it back. It's Hammond in transition. He'll pull it out and reset. Now drives. 20-foot pull-up. Give it to him.
Well, Hammond's come in off the bench to provide quite a spark. He's coming off a 23-point game against Doane.
Croce kicking over to Nelson. Back to Croce. Catch and shoot for 3. It's short. Steesher with a rebound. Nelson drives. Left-hand runner. Gets it to go. A big bucket here for the Irish.
You're absolutely right. That's a big bucket.
Only their second field goal of the quarter.
TCPA was on a bit of a roll there. 7-0 run. You don't want to let a team get too much distance ahead of you, especially when you're down 3 guys.
Great time to let you know about a couple of games coming up here on the WBCB Sports Network during the annual Capital City Cancer Classic. On January 21st, this Saturday at noon, we'll have Trenton Central versus Newark Eastside right here at Trenton Catholic Prep Academy. And at 1:30, Trenton Catholic Prep Academy will host St. Peter's Prep. That tip-off, tentative 1:30 start, and all the action right here on WBCB. We'll have the final game of that classic on February 4th, 2023, between Robbinsville and Snyder High School at Robbinsville, and we will also have that game for you right here on WBCB. Looking forward to that one. A bunch of great hoops coming up on the docket. Get all of your high school hoops fix on WBCBsports.com. And who has the car inventory in Mercer and Bucks counties? The all-new Hyundai of Trenton has cars priced from $2,000 to $200,000 and everything in between. All the new Hyundai models, pre-owned cars and SUVs from BMW, Audi, Cadillac, Ford, Chevy, and other models. Hyundai of Trenton has the inventory ready for immediate delivery. Hyundai of Trenton, the area's newest auto dealer, has the cars in stock at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. As we resume action, under 4 to go. It's been all Trenton Catholic for the most part, keeping the Irish at arm's length. Loose ball, Croce, he dives for it, keeps it in. It'll be Irish possession. Huge play from the senior Jake Croce.
Yeah.
Carter Lauterbach was wide open down on the low block. No one saw him. Here he is, left corner. He's going to drive now, looking for Stiescher. Opposite corner, it's Croce. Around the perimeter go the Irish. It's a Vlahos drive, fighting off contact, but a block is called on the floor first.
Yeah, Rashawn Washington got him just before he got ready to make a drive.
Foul on Washington, and Washington, one of the better on-ball defenders for the Iron Mikes. He's been tasked with the Chris Vlahos assignment for tonight. Another one of the leading scorers above double figures a night for the Irish is Chris Vlahos.
Yeah, he's Mr. Outside, and you got Mr. Inside with Stiescher.
Here's Vlahos, Washington on him. Croce into Stiescher. They collapse. 3 on him, doesn't matter, kicks. Lauterbach cutting. Hits the bottom of the backboard, loose ball, bodies at the floor, and a foul is called. It looks like it's going to be against Notre Dame. It is. Jake Croce picks up the foul call.
Yeah, Lauterbach a little too much under the basket on that one.
Second foul called against Croce. So we approach the 3-minute mark here in the first half. Irish starting to pressure full court a little bit. Corner, 3, Hammond, no. Batted out, brought in. Into the game for the first time, Jules Davis for Trenton Catholic. Here's Washington, under 3. Washington. Davis back to Washington. Around the perimeter go the Iron Mikes. Inside it's Caesar Jones. Out. Davis. Great ball movement by Trenton Catholic. Hammond hits the floor and a foul is called.
Notre Dame switching now. They started man. Now they're in the zone. And Trenton Catholic, they've got the snipers that could shoot over that zone. See who that was on, Mike?
I think he held up 1-5 again, but the foul was definitely on Dylan Nelson.
Okay.
But they're going to give Croce his 3rd.
Wow.
Yeah, the foul was definitely on Nelson, but that's a big foul call assignment for the Irish, losing your captain in Jake Croce now with foul trouble. 3 fouls, 2:30 to go here.
Yeah, you're beat up. You're beat up physically, and now you're lose another guy to foul trouble.
Brian Yu into the game for Notre Dame to replace Croce.
I did not have.
Pull up from Jules Davis, 13-footer is good.
Yeah, these guys are coming off the bench and producing.
Big time production off the bench. Second quarter's been all Trenton Catholic. Here's Nelson, almost lost his handle, picks up his dribble. High post extended for Stiescher. Now Lauterbach driving, picks up his dribble. He's double teamed and is fouled. Carter Lauterbach draws the foul. It'll be on Jules Davis. He gets called for the hold.
TCA is doing a nice job of sort of sagging in and taking away that paint area for Notre Dame that they should try to dominate with the 6'7" guy in there.
Double team on Stiescher, cutting Lauterbach. Left-handed layup is good.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you got to do. When you get the double team, somebody's going to be open. Lauterbach was the man. They found him, and easy layup, easy pickings.
Lauterbach cuts the deficit to 6. Jules Davis, you on him, and a timeout taken by Eric Elliott and the Iron Mikes. 1:24 to go here in the first half. Trenton Catholic on top, 22-16. And an up and down affair here from Trenton Catholic Academy. The Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell the homemade bread made daily or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg, the Italian People's Bakery since 1936. And don't forget, fans, you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. So Eric Elliott, after the deficit trimmed to 6 by the Irish on the made layup by Carter Louderback, wants to reassess how they're going to approach this zone defense here from Notre Dame, and bodes the question now, do the Irish switch up their defensive set now that Eric Elliott may be trying to scheme up something against the zone? Do they go back to man?
They might. I mean, we'll see. It's a little bit of a chess game. Not
a good sign for Notre Dame as Donovan Cottrell is on crutches and has a splint, it looks like, on his left ankle.
Wow.
So it does not appear that Donovan will return for this contest.
That's tough. That's tough for Notre Dame, and it's tough for Donovan Cottrell. Let's hope he's okay. And this is only a mild issue. Holy cow. I mean, this is getting ridiculous with Notre Dame.
And throughout the season, I've had the pleasure of speaking with Irish assistant Paul Catania on a number of different occasions, and Cottrell's one of the guys that Catania has trained since he was in 6th grade and just loves the amount of success that he's had and what he's fought through to get to this point. Unfortunate circumstance for Donovan. We wish nothing but the best for him and hope that he's able to return this season.
Absolutely.
Just about a minute to go after the Iron Mike's missed field goal. Steischer with a double team, puts it on the floor. Maxey strips it, and a jump ball gets called.
That's twice now. Steischer's held the ball down low, and first time he got it taken from him. This time he got tied up. He's not happy with that call.
Under a minute to go. Iron Mike's up 6, a chance to extend the lead.
They are doubling him pretty much every time he gets the ball, and why not?
Whitfield with Vlahos on him now.
Look, unless you can get somebody else to beat you, they got so many guys out. Who else are you going to turn to beat you?
Jules Davis driving, batted out by Nelson, trying to save it. Irish get it. It's Louderback. Louderback up ahead to Yu. Yu drives, puts it up with the right. Oh, can't get the roll, but he'll go to the line for 2. Brian Yu, a huge drive and an almost 3-point play for him, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, that bounced around a little bit, teased him. How's that spelled, Brian Yu? B-R-I-A-N and then Y-U? Or is it a Y for Y, Brian?
I wasn't sure. When I don't know how to spell a guy's last name and they tell it to me, I spell it phonetically. And I don't have the JV roster. Brian, typically a JV starter and rotation guy for the varsity at times when they've had to dig a little bit deeper into the roster.
Yeah, I don't see him he's not on the roster we have.
Unable to hit the first that time is Yu. The second one won't go either.
Both shots went exactly the same spot to the left of the rim.
Gore with it. 20 seconds. Gore has space. Kicks. Whitfield thought about it. Vlahos on him. 10 seconds now. Last shot here for the Iron Mikes. 8 seconds. 7 seconds. Gore with Louderback on him. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. At the buzzer. No. Washington with the last second shot. It won't go. But the Iron Mikes take a 6-point advantage into the halftime locker room after a valiant first half effort. The 2-7 Iron Mikes looking for the upset here, but as we alluded to in the pregame show, this is not your typical 2-7 squad. They are one of the hardest competing teams in Mercer County, and they are showing so here in the first half. We'll take a quick break, let you hear from some of our sponsors on the other side. We'll have first half numbers, second half action, when we return. Thank you for watching high school basketball on the WBCB Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
This is Angelo Weiner for your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
The Gator, Jerry Blavitt, inviting you to come on by and experience true traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant at 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You're always welcome at the restaurant. I mean, it's like stepping back in time. You feel like you're dining in South Philadelphia or in New York's Little Italy restaurant. You can start the meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. You choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood, steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The restaurant is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private rooms are available for special affairs, plus we do catering. Remember, the Revere Restaurant, 609-882-6365. Again, that's 609-882-6365. Come on home and experience the true taste of Italy at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
It's a new year at Team Toyota, and we're still here for you. With new Toyota models arriving weekly with no markups above MSRP. And with selection. With over 200 certified Toyotas and used cars for every budget, you can drive one home today. And with service. Check out our seasonal specials that will save you time and money. So Happy New Year. We're always here for you. At one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills. Or at teamtoyota.net.
At the half here from Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy, it's the Iron Mikes on top of the visiting Irish of Notre Dame, 22-16 as we take a look at the first half numbers and statistics here in this one so far. Tyler Hammond for the Iron Mikes, he's got 6. Cale Maxey with 3. Isaiah Gore leads them with 8. Jules Davis with 2. Bryson Whitfield with 3. You add that all up, and that is 22 points for the Iron Mikes. For Notre Dame, leading them so far has been Steisher Methelier. He's got 5. Jake Croce has 2. Louderback has 2. Vlahos has 2. Nelson has 2. And the injured and no longer able to play in this contest, Donovan Cottrell with a lone 3 in the first quarter. He has 3 in this one. You add that all up, and that is 16. And Fish, I made this point to you earlier. We covered this game earlier this year, a couple weeks ago actually. It was the Irish against Hopewell Valley, and it was a similar situation. Irish injury bug, sick bug, having to call on some of their key starters who were forced into a bigger role to pick up the scoring in the second half. A number of those guys tonight with only 2 points, so those guys being Jake Croce, Chris Vlahos. Croce unavailable in that game against Hopewell Valley, and it was Chris Vlahos who he told me that Tim Stevens personally called him out at halftime and said, "We need more from you." What do you think that the Irish are going to be able to get in this second half from Vlahos and Croce? And what do you think the message was from Tim Stevens at the half?
We need more from you. Obviously 2 points each for them and just 5 for Steve Methelier. I'll tell you, the Mikes are doing a good job on him because, like we said before, they're not giving him much space. When he gets the ball, they're collapsing on him, they're doubling him, they're aggressive with him, they're growing for the ball when it's down low. But you know what? If they're going to pay attention to him, then Chris Vlahos and Jake Croce have to start hitting some shots from the outside. They can hit 3-pointers. They're in double figures in 3-pointers this year, like 11 or 13, something like that. So, you really do. People are just going to have to, other people have to step up. And they're not even other people. They're people that they count on regularly anyway. Now with Luke Foley out, he missed school today. And with, they have another 3-point threat out, John Merloose, he's out. Yep. And then as you mentioned, Donovan Cottrell goes out. These are the guys. These are the guys you have to turn to. And, they can try and force it into Steisher and let him sort of try to carry him. But right now, he's only got 5 points. Cale Maxey's been on him, and they've been playing each other. Maxi's got 3 points, and Maxi and him have canceled each other out on the boards. They each have 5 rebounds. TCA with an 11-10 rebounding advantage, and Notre Dame just not shooting well. Notre Dame shooting 7 for 17. They've also missed a couple from the foul line, which have been, costly. 1 for 4 from the line. Trenton Catholic hasn't been shooting that great. They're 9 for 23, but they've hit 3 threes, which can make a difference too. So yeah, I mean, you said it, Mike. Chris Vlahos and Jake Croce, they need to get some more. They need to get something from them.
It was only 4 points for Chris Vlahos in that Hopewell game at the half. He erupted for 15 in the second half to finish with 19 and take home Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game honors. No Donovan Cottrell for the remainder of this one for the Irish. Who will they turn to from beyond the arc? That answer, you'll find that one out pretty soon.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would think it would be Vlahos and Croce.
Croce to inbound as we are underway here in the third quarter. It's Dylan Nelson, Jake Croce, Steisher Methelier, Chris Vlahos, and Carter Louderback, the 5 for the Irish to start the second half. Nelson inside. Here's Methelier, low post, muscles his way inside, has it stripped.
Yeah, 3 guys were around him then.
Last touch by the Iron Mikes. It'll stay with Notre Dame.
He's getting a little frustrated too now. That's the second time now the ball's been taken away or knocked away, and he kind of held his hands up to the refs like, come on. I'm getting hit. I don't know if he is or not, but that seems to be his take on it.
Back they go into the post to Steisher. He's triple team now.
Again.
Louderback kicks. Vlahos, a healthy 3. No. Rebound by Louderback. Second chance opportunity here for the Irish. Inside to the cutting Vlahos. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back
had
home
the 3,
to
had the open look.
Italian cuisine.
Didn't go down.
Beer restaurant.
But yeah, those guys got to start thinking offensive minded.
A 22-point performance his last time out against Nottingham on Tuesday night. An unkind roll at the charity stripe, a common theme so far for the Irish. They've just made 1 free throw tonight. Make it 2.
Yeah.
Vlahos has 3. Irish trail by 4. Excuse me, by 5. This is Washington looking for the offense. Wants Whitfield to move out of the corner, and he does. They get it in the post. It's Caesar Jones. He's triple teamed. Whitfield, catch and shoot, corner 3, short. Rebound by Vlahos. Irish have it. Vlahos loses it. Stolen by Gore. Transition opportunity. Lays it up. Follow by Washington. Whitfield, he drives, takes contact, count the basket and the foul.
Wow.
Bryson Whitfield a chance for 1 more after he takes the contact and finishes through some adversity.
That was the loudest this gym got all night after that play. Well, this could give them I think this is their biggest lead at 7. No, they had an 8-point lead at 20-12 and 22-14.
And 1 opportunity won't go for Whitfield that time. Here's Nelson. Croce. Steisher. Inside. Muscling. Can't get it. Second chance. Won't go. Third chance. He's fouled. Count the basket and a chance for 1 more for Steisher Methelier.
Well, and if you're Notre Dame, that's really what you like to see. You want to see that hunger. He was, he missed the first 2. He was not going to be denied on that one. Finally got it to go down on the 3rd try and got the foul. 3-point play now could be big as far as momentum.
Nope. Short on the and 1 attempt that time is Steisher. Here's Maxey. Washington gets it back. Almost stolen by Louderback. Washington gets it.
Nice
2-man
pass.
action to Maxey. Fights off contact. Whistles are silent. Here's Vlahos. Croce. Steisher in the block. Louderback. Corner 3. Rims out. Good look from Carter Louderback. Louderback. That one's stolen by the Irish. Great hustle from Carter Louderback. Other end, it's Steischer in transition. Whistle stays silent as bodies hit the floor. Iron Mikes get the ball back. It's Whitfield now, head full of steam with a foul called on Chris Vlahos, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Why are you laughing?
It just kind of shocked me that a foul got called in that instance. It seemed like Whitfield blew by him. He had so much steam on that one. I thought he was already past him. But Vlahos definitely got him on the hip a little bit there.
Oh, I thought the point guard told you a joke.
No, honestly, the amount of steam that Whitfield had, I thought he was going to try and dunk it for a second, but he blew right past Vlahos. I thought there would be more contact. That time, Whitfield gets that one to go. Two for 2 at the line that time. A cutting Louderback gets the pass from Steischer. He can't finish.
He couldn't handle the pass too well. He kind of had to play with it before.
Transition run out, and Gore gets it to go. Iron Mikes turning defense into offense here in the second half, extending their lead. It's 27-19.
Man, we see TCPA do that a lot in the past when they're in their glory days.
Iron Mike fans not happy with the foul call against Cale Maxey. We'll send Steischer Methelier to the line for 2. Getting ready to check in for Notre Dame, Charlie Shore, the sophomore reserve. And it looks like Hammond ready to re-enter for the Iron Mikes. He does. Louderback gets a breather for Notre Dame. And Maxey will take a seat for Trenton Catholic.
Oh, in and out.
In and out for Steischer.
Good hustle.
Vlahos fights for it. It's a corner 3. Croce on the way. Won't go. Another rebound from Steischer. Kick out. Nelson. He'll reset. Steischer on the low block. He has a mismatch. It's Caesar Jones on him. Turnaround. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Frustration starting to build up for Steischer Methelier as the touch just not there for him. A couple of really good chances for an and one opportunity, but as I mentioned, just unable to get it to roll in that time. Steischer will go to the line for 2 more.
Well, but he's getting to the line. I mean, he's making a little bit more impact here offensively. But yeah, you got to make these free throws if you're going to get to the line.
Steischer 50% on the season from the charity stripe.
Is that all?
Second attempt is good.
50%, you said?
Yes, and I would love to see the numbers on the first free throw because he rarely makes the first, but almost always makes the second. It's nice. In all the games I've done this year, which is about 6 of them, it's kind of been the routine as Hammond lets a 3 fly. Rebound by Steischer. Irish have it, going the other way. And it's stolen. Isaiah Gore up ahead. Whitfield lays it up. He can't get it to go. Followed by Washington. No, third chance. It's Whitfield. He gets it to go, and a timeout taken by Eric Elliott and the Iron Mikes. 8-point advantage for TCPA. And Eric Elliott wants to regather and a chance to further the lead even more.
Nice job by TCA on the boards there. They got after it.
A 2 that time from Bryson Amos Whitfield. And Jammer Doors and Windows is a 4th-generation family-owned and operated business since 1920 with showrooms in Lawrenceville and Yardley. Jammer provides sales and service and installation of garage doors and openers featuring Rainer garage doors, both steel and aluminum. Rainer garage doors are both crafted for durability. Jammer also has entry doors, patio doors, storm doors, and windows, and they do their own work and installation using no subcontractors. Visit their showroom at 2850 Brunswick Pike, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. The Yardley showroom open by appointment at 215-493-7709. Again, call 215-493-7709. Jammer Doors and Windows, 101 years of quality and commitment, and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating.
I got to tell you, Steischer Methelier is he's coming to life, at least on the boards in this quarter. He's really starting to get after it. But, you know, you got to start converting these free throws. He's 2 for 5 this quarter, 3 for 7 in the game. There they get to him again.
Mismatch with Whitfield. Turnaround won't go. Second chance. It will go.
And that's what he's starting to do now. He's starting to follow his misses.
Persistence paying off for the Irish on the glass.
Yeah, he's suddenly got 10 rebounds in this game.
Whitfield trying to get lost on the baseline here. Gore steps into a 3 from dead on and hits. Gore's got 11. Nelson. Now Vlahos, left wing. Croce looking for Stiescher.
I have Gore with 13. He had a bucket and a 3 in this quarter, right? Oops, Stiescher.
Yes, he did. Stiescher gets tied up and a jump ball gets called. It's going to go back with the Iron Mikes.
Well, he's just having a tough time getting that ball to drop inside.
Irish trailing by 9. Largest deficit of the night. Zone now being applied here by the Irish. Looks like a 2-3. Catch and shoot for Washington. Won't go. Followed by Jones is good.
Jones was just in the right place at the right time there. He turned around to look at the shot, and the rebound came right back at him.
His first points of the night. It's Vlahos driving. Right hand won't go. Rebound by Jones. Up ahead. It's Gore. Left hand is good. Here come the Irish other side. Down double digits. Nelson driving. Left hand is good. Timeout taken by the Irish. They're going to want to talk some things over. Trailing by 11. And Notre Dame needing a breather and needing to talk some things over. The officials trying to calm the players down on the floor. Some extracurriculars as the two teams headed towards the benches. Don't forget about the Capital City Cancer Classic right here on WBCB, January 21st, this Saturday at noon. Trenton Central versus Newark Eastside, right here at Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy. And at 1:30, Trenton Catholic will play St. Peter's Prep, both those games here on WBCB. And then a couple weekends later, February 4th, we'll have Robbinsville versus Snyder High School at Robbinsville. That's a 2 o'clock start. And that is the final game of the Capital City Cancer Classic here on WBCB. Looking forward to all of those games. It's been a good one so far, Rich Fisher.
Yes, it has. But Notre Dame's going to have to do something here to climb back in it. They can't let TCPA claw ahead by any more, because I don't know if the Irish has the firepower to, you know, get back in the game real quick.
Here's Hammond in the corner now. Croce on him. He's going to drive baseline. Puts it up. No. He stepped out first. Looked like an and one opportunity.
Sure did.
But a turnover forced by the defense of Jake Croce.
Well, Notre Dame's got to go to work.
Here's Dylan Nelson. Jules Davis on him. Irish still down 11. Croce in the post. Gets double teamed. Spins out. Wants to reset. Now Stiescher. Whitfield on him. Sees a double. Doesn't matter. Powers in and lays it in.
Nice little move. He sort of delayed and let the defense go past him. And then just sort of dumped it in.
Stiescher pouring it in here in the third quarter.
Yeah, he's got 8 in the quarter, 13 in the game. Again, though, Mike, like we said, they got to start getting something from the outside.
Missed rotation results in a corner 3 from Hammond. It's short, but balled in by the Iron Mikes. Whitfield drives, but a foul gets called.
Yeah, Vlahos thought he had that ball and it just kind of went right off his hands. But again, go ahead.
Carter Louderback going to check in here real quick for the Irish. Charlie Shore going to check out. Excuse me,
sure, back in. Vlaho's out, yeah.
3 fouls for Vlahos. Gore. Caesar Jones now forcing the issue. Kick out for Whitfield. It's a healthy 3 on the way. It's short. Loose. Croce has it. Irish down 9. Here's Nelson. Davis on him. Louderback looking inside for Steischer. Whitfield on him in the post. Mismatch. Kick out. It's stolen. Gore. A run out here for the Iron Mikes. Gore takes it in. Can't get it to go. Fighting for it. It's Nelson. He has it.
Tough
Gives it up to Louderback. A really tough rebound from Dylan Nelson that time.
Thought Gore was going to have it there. He looked like he was going to pass, then he took it in. Just didn't quite have the angle he wanted.
Steischer in the post, goes to work.
4
Left
guys
hand,
on him.
count the basket and the foul. A quadruple team won't stop him.
4 guys surrounded him.
And Steischer has officially filled up my third quarter box.
Yeah, I'm a little jammed up with him too.
2 and a chance for 1 more.
But look, again, they've got to start getting something outside. Because we saw a quadruple, they'll just do a quintuple team on them.
3-point play successful that time for Steischer Methelier. It's a 6-point game.
Yeah, down to 6. Nice job by Notre Dame. A little 7-0 spurt here to make this game manageable again.
Irish receding into that 3-2 zone. Now Steischer's going to pressure out Jules Davis. Coach Drool is telling Steischer to back up, saying you're good. It's Jules Davis backing it all the way into the corner. Final seconds here of the third quarter. Last shot here for the Iron Mikes. 10 seconds. Here comes Jules Davis. Head full of steam to the basket. Pull up from 12 feet. It's good.
Nice job.
Davis yells in the face of Steischer Methelier.
Then he slaps him.
And gives him a high five.
Yeah. A little slapping in the hands there. That was good.
Good sportsmanship here on display from TCPA. Iron Mikes taking an 8-point advantage into quarter number 4. The Iron Mikes trying to pull off the upset here on the WBCB Sports Network. Fourth quarter coverage coming up in just a bit. You're watching high school basketball on WBCB. Stick with us. TCPA is located on a beautiful campus in Hamilton Township and offers an affordable Catholic education, providing outstanding academics and safe environment where every student can strive and succeed. Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy is for pre-K through 12th grade and is leading the way with first-rate robotics and STEM education and developing championship sports teams in first-class facilities. To learn more about Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy, visit their website at trentoncatholicprep.org. That's trentoncatholicprep.org. TCPA fans, this month's Education Parade program featuring Mr. Knowles and members of the robotics team can be watched at facebook.com, WBCB1490 or WBCB1490.com under community events and school initiatives. A great event we had earlier today for you, live streamed on the WBCB Sports Network. Video streamed on the WBCB website. Fourth quarter underway. Here's Jake Croce kicking Brian Hugh in the corner as Hugh rolled an ankle. It's Steischer on the low block. Maxey back into the game. Hugh catch and shoots for 3. It's short. Got a hand on it, and Hugh goes to the ground, and a foul is called.
You know, that was a really big shot by Jules Davis to end the quarter because Notre Dame was making some noise. They had a 7-0 run, and they were going to go into that break feeling pretty good about themselves, and that last second shot kind of took a little bit of the luster off it a little bit. Bumped that lead back up to 8, and they were only up 6 at halftime. Now they're up 8.
Brian Yu going to get treated by the medical staff here as he's rolled an ankle, it looks like. TCPA takes over possession. Isaiah Gore with Nelson on him, clears the timeline. A catch and shoot three, it's good. Huge hit that time from Bryson Whitfield. Extending this lead back to 11 for the Iron Mikes.
He's at double figures now with 11.
Steischer gets tied up by Maxey. It's a jump ball as it will go back with the Iron Mikes.
Steischer a little frustrated with that one.
Cale Maxey back into the ball game for the Iron Mikes. That size mismatch no longer a thing for the Irish offense, trying to exploit Steischer on the low block. Won't be as easy now with Maxey back in. Here's Gore, gets it to Washington. Iron Mikes up 11. Washington kicking, no one's there, out of bounds.
Went to drop it, but Isaiah Gord stepped away.
Irish will take it back. Trenton Catholic has won the last 3 out of 4 meetings.
Of course, they've been spread out over 10 years.
That's right. Vlahos kicking down low to Methelier. He gives it back out to Croce now. Irish are going to reset. Vlahos all the way out near the midcourt logo. Jab step. Here's Nelson. Jules Davis on Nelson. Irish still working around the perimeter. Maxey hits the ground. Corner 3. Croce on the way. Nothing. Maxey on the ground again. You're right, Rich. They really can't find it from beyond the arc.
They have one 3-pointer.
And that 1-3 coming from Donovan Cottrell, who's no longer available.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, Notre Dame is without 4 regulars now in their 4 regular rotation guys. 3 to start the game, and Donovan Cottrell went off on crutches after the first quarter. So
Davis catch and shoot 3, bang.
Oh, Jules Davis is impressive.
And a technical foul, or timeout, excuse me, gets called by Notre Dame. It looked like at first a technical was going to be called, but it's a timeout taken. Or no, yeah, timeout. No, a technical is called.
On who?
Jules Davis gets called for a technical.
Well, he gets a little excited, as you could see after the end of the quarter when he kind of got in Steischer's face.
I thought Tim Stevens wanted a timeout, but I guess they got Jules Davis for celebrating on the made 3-point attempt.
You don't want to do something like that. You're building a lead. You're starting to pull away. You really don't want to open the door for anything.
Vlahos, the technical free throw shooter, sinks the first. And hits the second.
They needed that.
Makes it a 12-point game.
They were 4 for 10 from the line before that.
Tough night for the Irish at both lines. The charity stripe, the 3-point line.
Yep. Well, make a chance to get 4 points out of this, maybe 5.
Here's Nelson. Louderback now. Vlahos. Steischer on the block. 2 on him. Powering his way inside. Left hand off the glass and in.
Nicely done.
2 more for Steischer. Irish down 10.
He's got 18 points, 11 rebounds. He's doing what he can.
Steischer all the way out on Maxey. Iron Mikes like this matchup. Maxey goes by him, has position, floats it up and in.
Well, Maxey had the quickness advantage there, and he used it.
He's got 5. Louderback in the corner, out to Croce. Iron Mikes fans can smell a victory at this point. Nelson driving, offensive foul called. Giving up the body was Cale Maxey, and earning his team possession of the ball as Dylan Nelson now hits the floor, as he'll need to be attended to by the medical staff here at TCPA.
Cale Maxey doing it at both ends of the floor, getting past Methelier for a layup and then taking his charge down the other end. You like to see that. Well, you like to see that as a purist. You don't like to see it as a Notre Dame fan.
As a basketball fan, you can be impressed by a whole lot that TCPA has done tonight.
Yeah, they sure have done a good job. I mean, look, let's face it. Notre Dame they're down. They're crippled, but with injuries or sicknesses. But TCPA has really done a nice job. I mean, they've made it difficult for Methelier. He's had to battle for everything he's gotten, and they haven't allowed anybody else to do anything. I mean, they've got 38 points or 34 points. Methelier has 18. The rest of the team has 16.
It's been a tough go tonight for the Irish offense, as the Hall of Famer Rich Fisher mentioned. An injury-laden club, a sickness-laden club. Today, a couple more injuries for some key contributors.
Yeah.
As an uphill battle gets even steeper here in the dire moments of the season as we approach Mercer County tournament time. Cesar Methelier out on Kale Maxey. Maxey won round one. Here they go, another ISO. He drives, kicks out to Washington. Reset. Maxey looked like he had a clean look at the rim. He'll reset. Back they go. It's an ISO. Maxey doesn't like the look.
Well, they're going to be in no rush. They got 4:30 to whittle away with a 12-point lead.
Washington, sure on him.
And they're gonna use a little clock here.
Beautiful ball movement results in a Cesar Jones lay-in. Give him 4.
They were in no rush to shoot the ball, but when a good shot presented itself, and it did, they took it.
Foul called on Rasan Washington. A ways away from the basket around midcourt. That'll send Vlahos to the line. Irish in the bonus. Potentially something they could take advantage of.
Yeah. Got to get to the line and you got to make them. That's my coaching tip for the night.
An unkind roll for Vlahos. Maxey with a board. It's loose. Brought in by Vlahos, and he lays it in. Timeout called by Notre Dame. 12-point advantage for the Iron Mikes. Don't forget, you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian.
Hey, you know, Notre Dame's in a tough spot now because TCPA is not going to, they're not going to do them any favors. They're not going to, unless Notre Dame can get turnovers, it's going to be tough because TCPA looks like they want to hold the ball a little bit. Notre Dame's going to have to maybe start doubling up on the ball, which is going to leave somebody open. You know, you can try and play straight up defense. You're going to have to be extra aggressive without trying to foul. And, you know, looks like they're trying to go at Methelier now, too. They're trying to, you know, they're putting Maxey out at the top of the key, up top. Tell him, you know, having Methelier come out on him and then try to make a move to get by him, which makes more sense than dumping it into him with Methelier already in there and then try to go over him.
Full court pressure here from the Irish. One pass will break it. Whitfield driving. Not a good angle at the basket. Batted about. Irish have it. It's Louderback.
They didn't try to take clock there. Thought they would.
Charlie Shore driving. The sophomore reverse. Steesher to follow. He lays it in.
Steesher will never get an easier one than that one. That just came right back to him.
10-point game now. Cesar Jones with Carter Louderback on him. Will Foley into the game, the younger brother of Luke Foley. The typical starting point guard for the Irish. Great defense from Croce. He blocks that one back, but the Iron Mikes retain. Shore all over Maxey. Maxey crosses him up, kicks, corner, back out. Jones driving and a blocking foul gets called, and a pretty dish inside, but it'll go for naught. Javion Caesar Jones, a trip to the line here at a 1-1.
Well, this is kind of a, I mean, you don't want to say it with a 10-point lead that it's a big shot, but you know, you can do some damage here and put that lead back up to a dozen, or you could give them a chance to get it down to 8. Yeah.
Here's Foley. Picks up his dribble right across midcourt. Vlahos inside, it's Mathelier. Pass to Vlahos on the cut, it's good.
Ah, real nice job.
Two-man action that time. Pays off for Notre Dame. It's an 8-point deficit, and a timeout taken by Eric Elliott and the Iron Mikes.
Yeah, Vlahos came cutting down the lane. Mathelier saw him, flipped it off real quick. Sort of had a screen when he flipped it to him. It gave him an automatic screen, and Vlahos just had to lay it in.
Stick around for our Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game interview, brought to you by the Italian People's Bakery, proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell the homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936.
Well, let's see if Notre Dame can get a turnover and a quick bucket here and make it interesting. They're going to come out, pressure.
It's a full court 1-2-2 here from Notre Dame. Tyler Hammond back in for the Iron Mikes. Croce subbed out for the Irish. Stolen by Carter Louderback. Here come the Irish. Transition, Louderback, coast to coast, lays it up and in.
Wow, Louderback, where did he come from? Oh, steal and coast to coast.
Almost stolen by the Irish. Hammond has it up ahead. It's Washington. And a foul called on Dylan Nelson around midcourt. 6-point deficit for the Irish. 2:22 to go. And a foul called against Dylan Nelson.
I don't know what the foul situation is. Are they 1-1 yet, or they 2 yet, or just still 1-1?
I believe they are still in the 1-1.
All right. Well, the pressure's on now. The pressure's on. Now the pressure's on a lot more than it was a couple seconds ago when it was a 10-point lead.
Vlahos and Croce re-enter for Notre Dame.
Yeah, and he responds.
Washington gets the first.
That's his first point of the game. It's a big one. And that always makes that second shot a little easier.
Second one rolls in.
He got the benefit of a friendly rim on both of those shots.
Louderback, catch and shoot for 3. Rims out.
Louderback
Washington
trying to bring the team back on his own.
Pass up ahead from Washington into the corner. Gore has it now. Louderback on him. Ball's loose. Iron Mikes get it back. It's Gore again. Now Washington. Opposite pass into the corner. Hammond. Catch and shoot 3. Short. Croce with a board. Under 2 to go. Here comes Vlahos now. Crossover dribble. It's loose. Foley saves it. Off the rim. Batted about. Still loose. Iron Mikes now have it. Run out. It's Gore. Lays it up and in. Gore's had his fingerprints all over the second half here for the Iron Mikes.
He sure has. 17 points for him.
Catch and shoot 3 from Croce is short. Brought in by Gore. Ball's bobbled. And last touch by the Iron Mikes.
Look out.
As Gore takes a tumble into his own bench. And a little slow to get up, being helped up by Eric Elliott and the coaching staff over there.
Oh, he's okay. Well, he looks okay.
He's going to stay in the game.
Looked like he jammed his arm against that lower bleacher there. We're down.
Hammond will come out of the game. Here's Foley to set it up for Notre Dame. Picks up his dribble. It's Vlahos. Inside to Croce. Kicking. Louderback. Going to drive. Back out. Vlahos. Catch and shoot. Healthy 3. Yes. Chris Vlahos with his first triple of the night.
Yeah, he's starting to get with it in this quarter. He's got 2, 4, 6, 9 points, up to 12 for the game. But will it be a little too late? We have to see.
Jammer Doors and Windows, a fourth-generation family-owned and operated business since 1920 with showrooms in Lawrenceville and Yardley. Jammer provides service and installation, sales service and installation of garage doors and openers featuring Rainer garage doors, both steel and aluminum. Rainer garage doors are crafted for durability. Jammer also has entry doors, patio doors, storm doors, and windows, and they do their own work and installation using no subcontractors. Visit their showroom at 2850 Brunswick Pike, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville, or the Yardley showroom, which is open by appointment. Call 215-493-7709. Jammer Doors and Windows, 101 years of quality and commitment, and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Well, Fish, you mentioned it might be too little too late for the Irish, but there's one thing that is within this Irish DNA is that they never give up, and they are a resilient squad that just plays until the clock shows zeros in the fourth quarter.
Well, let me tell you, there's a few teams in Mercer that are like that this year. This county tournament's going to be pretty good.
Cannot wait for that one. Full court press applied by the Irish. They force a turnover. Vlahos gets tripped. No call.
That's a travel. He slid right on the ground.
He got tripped first.
Yeah, I guess it could have been a foul too. Maybe it's a good no call.
Nelson drives left hand. Won't go, but he is fouled. Refs are going to talk it over. See what the call is. Seems like they had two different calls. They call a travel. Wow. An unpopular call for the Irish bench in crunch time here, trying to make a comeback effort. What did you see on that one, Rich Fisher?
Hard to say. I don't know if I saw a travel.
Inbounds pass to Washington. 2-on-1, the kick to Whitfield. He's blocked, but a foul gets called.
Well, TCA not sitting on that lead.
Louderback gets called for the foul. Whitfield will go to the line for two. Bryson Whitfield, another one who's had his fingerprints all over this contest.
Yes, he has.
Leading scorer for the Iron Mikes. First one won't roll in for the senior.
Leaving the door open a little bit.
Nelson will check out. Methelier re-enters for the Irish.
I mean, it's still a three-possession game, but you'd rather have that three possessions be 3 threes instead of.
Vlahos gets the inbounds pass. Up ahead. Louderback to Foley. He shuffled his feet.
A little frustrating for Notre Dame. Coming up empty possessions. Steischer is out.
Foley, a typical JV starter for Paul Catania, assistant for Notre Dame, getting some big varsity minutes here. And you see that a lot with these JV guys. They get their first varsity minutes, a lot of happy feet. But Notre Dame forced into this situation, the sick bug, the injury bug, and Will having to play tonight, large in part because his older brother Luke is out with some sickness, did not attend school today, so unable to compete in tonight's contest.
Yeah, you really got to give both teams credit tonight. I mean, TCPA has played a pretty strong game, and they worked it around. They had some good balanced scoring. I had Gore for 17. I got Whitfield for 12. Jules Davis has 7. Tyler Hammond's got 6. Both of those guys came off the bench, so they got production from their bench guys. For the most part, they did a good job on Steischer Methalier in that first half, and that helped them build their lead, which they sort of just kept going, and Steischer tried to bring him back in that third quarter. He had 11 in the third quarter. He's got 15 in the second half, but again, they just didn't have the firepower anyplace else to do anything.
Nelson hounding Washington. Pass stolen by Vlahos. Up ahead to Croce. Here come the Irish. Catch and shoot three, or transition three rather. No good. Iron Mike's in transition. It's Washington. He's going to pull it out.
I mean, are you wondering why Steischer's on the bench? 8 points isn't insurmountable, is it?
It's a great question. Clearly they want to go with an all-guard lineup, try to give them the best opportunity to catch and shoot some threes. And
well, that's a good point too. Yeah, try to get quick up the court.
My guess is Tim Stevens is thinking they make 1 3 down the stretch here. Steischer comes back in if it's a 5-point game, but
that's a good
lot
point.
to be done.
Yeah, that's
foul called against Carter Louderback, I believe. We'll see officially who it's against. It is.
Now, here comes Steischer back in. Yeah, this had to be a little frustrating for Notre Dame tonight. It's their second straight loss now, but they've come to some pretty good teams. Trenton Catholic, and we're not going to see them in the county tournament because this year it's only the top 8 teams that'll play for the championship. The berthing at the arena.
Maxi's second attempt, that time short. Here's Vlahos driving, forcing the issue, floating with the right. It won't go. Second chance by Vlahos will go. Count the basket and a chance for one more.
Well, Vlahos has really come to life here in this final quarter. Just like he did it against Hopewell, right?
Yes.
Quiet first half and
7-point deficit.
He's got 11 in this quarter, 14 for the game.
And makes that and one opportunity. 6-point game and a foul. No, a travel's called in the corner. Yeah. Turnover. It'll go back with the Irish here. 7 seconds to go, trailing by 6, and a timeout taken. I believe a timeout is taken, or no, stoppage in play. Notre Dame to inbound under their own basket. It's Will Foley. Here's Vlahos, catch and shoot, corner three. Oh, won't go. Steischer on the rebound. It's loose, fighting for it, and a jump ball is called.
Boy, if they could have got that to go down, that would have made it interesting, huh?
It'll stay Notre Dame ball.
Cut it to 3, probably would have been about 6 seconds left.
About as clean of a look as you can get off of the inbounds that time for Chris Vlahos. Your best active 3-point shooter.
Yeah, good look, good form. I thought I had a shot.
Vlahos has it blocked at the end, and that's going to do it. Trenton Catholic, their 3rd victory of the year, pulling off the upset over the Irish of Notre Dame. The final 54-48, led by the freshman Isaiah Gore and the senior Bryson Amos Whitfield.
Yeah. I would call this an upset in records only. I wouldn't call this an upset. I think especially with Notre Dame being shorthanded like this, I think TCPA is a better team than their record indicates. This was a good game. I mean, if they talked, Eric Elliott said that they're going to talk about trying to get this back on the schedule, a home-and-home series. I think that'd be great. I'd love to see it.
First time these two teams met since 2012, and it absolutely lived up to the hype. We'll take a quick break here on WBCB, tally up the numbers, and we'll have our Italian People's Bakery post-game player of the game interview when we return. You're watching high school basketball on WBCB. Stick with us.
Reese remind you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Back here at Trenton Catholic Preparatory Academy with our Italian People's Bakery player of the game, Isaiah Gore, the freshman, coming out in fashion tonight. 17 points and a huge victory here for TCPA over a very good Notre Dame Irish team. Isaiah, what was the message from Coach tonight in terms of your role and what he wanted to see you do on the floor?
He told me to come out there, make shots, play my role. He said, we're a little bit short now. We're missing 2 players, but he told me to just play my role, play defense, play the defense that I can do, and just make shots.
What's it been like for you as a freshman going up against some of the best talent, both junior class, senior class across Mercer County this year? What's that been like for you?
It's been very shaky, First game I came out a little nervous, but during the season I started to build up my confidence, make shots like I always do, yeah.
It's a big win for you guys here tonight, and a really nice win on your home floor. What was it like having the fans behind you? You guys were forcing turnovers at times, and the fans really got into it. What does that do for you guys out on the floor?
That builds up my motivation, builds up my confidence level. I have a lot of family out here, a lot of friends, and yeah, it basically was exciting to play.
Well, Isaiah, you're an exciting player. A great game tonight, 17 points, and you'll take home our Italian People's Bakery player of the game. Make sure you visit them at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. You get a free sandwich, and best of luck the rest of the season, and great game tonight, my friend.
All right, thank you.
Isaiah Gore, our Italian People's Bakery player of the game, with a victory tonight here over the Irish of Notre Dame. The final 54-48 in favor of the Iron Mikes, and it was an outstanding effort from Isaiah Gore, the freshman, doing some serious damage here tonight. We'll take one final break, and we'll say thanks to our sponsors and the crew. Go over the numbers one final time here from TCPA. You're watching high school basketball on WBCB.
Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Back here at TCPA, going over the final numbers in tonight's contest after the Iron Mikes picking up a big victory over Notre Dame. The Irish will fall to 9-6 on the season. Trenton Catholic improves to 3-7 as we take a look at the final statistics here. First, for the victorious Trenton Catholic Iron Mikes, 4 points for Javion Caesar-Jones tonight, 6 for Tyler Hammond off the bench, 8 for Cale Maxey going up against Stisha Methelier tonight. Isaiah Gore with 17, our Italian People's Bakery player of the game. He led all scorers for the Iron Mikes in this one. And Bryson Whitfield with 12. Jules Davis with 5. And a big game from Jules Davis here tonight, coming off the bench as well. For the Irish, missing some people here tonight. It was a tough one, but a valiant effort as always. A gritty squad that doesn't give up until the clock shows zeros in that fourth quarter. 4 points for Dylan Nelson, 15 for Chris Vlahos, 4 for Carter Louderback, 2 for Jake Croce, and 20 for Stisha Methelier. And the Irish, again, they fall to 9-6 on the season, and we'll have coverage for the Irish throughout the remainder of their season for the most part. We'll have their next contest for you as well. I want to take this time to thank all of our sponsors who helped make tonight's broadcast possible. The Capital Health System, Haldeman Ford Subaru, the Revere Restaurant, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Team Toyota, Notre Dame High School, the Italian People's Bakery, Trenton Catholic Academy, the Trentonian, Hyundai of Trenton, Jammer Doors and Windows, and Mako Ewing, all proud to sponsor tonight's contest here on the WBCB Sports Network. For our broadcast crew, doing our camera work tonight, Ryan Baxter, game coverage tonight, Drew Peltzman, and our color commentator, the Hall of Famer, the Mercer County Hall of Famer, Rich Fisher. My name is Mike Warren. One final time, the Iron Mikes victorious, 54-48. Until we talk to you again, we thank you so much for listening. Have a great night, everybody. You've been watching high school basketball on WBCB.